What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to be installing the supplied 54 tooth spur gear in my Traxxas E-REVO. You guys heard me talk about in my first video on this truck that it just has a little too much, man. You hit the gas and it just wants to flop over on its lid. So we're going to try to at least tame that down with this 54 tooth spur. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, the first thing we're going to do is release this, unscrew this Allen screw right here. Loosen it up. Go ahead and take that screw out. All right, this kind of just flips up. Pull that out. All right. Next screw you're going to unloose is for the motor right here, or next Allen, and get that loose. Let's go ahead and loosen it up. You're going to want to unplug the motor. All right, get those unplugged. So that way when you loosen this, finish loosening this Allen all the way. Set that screw right there. Now you're gonna just go ahead and slide the motor out. All right, go ahead and put that to the side. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and take off the spur. And it's got this little, let's see if we've got something that's gonna fit in there. This little notch in the back of the case here. If I'm putting an Allen or whatever you got that's going to fit in there. I'm going to use Allen in this case. I'm just going to loosen the spur. There we go. All right, now that we got the spur off, you guys can kind of see the size comparison on those two gears. The factory one is, let's see, the one that comes in the truck's a 65 tooth, and then they also supply the, whoa, there we go. Sorry about that. It's a 64 tooth spur, and this is a 54. So quite a big size difference between those two spurs. This one's going to give us a little more top end and kind of hopefully help from when we hit the gas from flipping on its lid. Now one thing to note, this one was so big, I had a little trouble getting it off, so I had to pop the bearing out from the back side. So I was able to get it off that way. It was kind of stuck in there down in that groove. So, but what we're going to do now, you got 3 bolts to undo the little carrier for the brake pad or the clutch pads. So we're going to go ahead and undo these and swap them over to the new spur. All right, now we got the bolts in, got the little plate on the back of it. You guys can see that. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put on the pads. There's 3 pads, and then we're going to put it back on the housing. Also, I'll show you guys that's the bearing that I had to pop out to get the other one. I'm sure it would come off without taking the bearing, but it just looked a little difficult, and it was easy to pop that bearing off, so that's why I went ahead and popped it off before I went ahead and took it off, so I didn't break anything. Right. Now you just gotta be a little careful so your clutch pads don't slip off. There we go. Got it. Now we're just gonna put this on. Spring first and the nut. Go ahead and screw it down there. All right, and then get your E-REVO, your special little tool there. I don't know how special it is, but we're gonna go ahead and tighten it up. Now what I like to do, I'll just tighten it until it stops. Right there. Yep, right there. I'm bottomed out on the spring. Now what I like to do, I'd like to go from 12 o'clock. So I'll go ahead and adjust out the slipper here. 12 to 9. We'll go 12 to 9. That's a half a turn. I'll do it again. 12 to 9. Okay, that's one full turn. I like to keep it about right there so the clutch has a little slip, because this thing has a lot of power and the drive shafts are notoriously weak on these, the factory ones. So it's good to have a little bit of a give. I did it a full turn, which is kind of where I like it. If I think it's not enough or a little too much, I'll go ahead and adjust it from there once we run it. Then you're gonna just go ahead and slide your motor in. Slide it back on, just pretty much how you took it off. There we go, slides on that pin. All right. Meshed up there. Take your screw, put your Allen screw back in. Then you're going to go ahead and set your mesh. I like to set it by feel. I know some people do the paper trick, but I personally like to do it by feel, see where I'm comfortable with. Alright, I went ahead and set up the mesh. Alright, I like it. Then you're going to go ahead and plug in your motor to your ESC. There we go. Alright. Alright, we got it all plugged in. Now all you got to do is install your last cover here, which I'm going to go ahead and clean that out because it's got some dirt. Alright, slide that on here. Alright. See where my Allen is. There we go, got it now. All right. All Alright, don't have to be that tight, it's just covered in plastic, so. Alright, I'm still waiting on the bottom of the shock piece from Traxxas because that's still broke. So I figured while that's broke, I'd go ahead and do this. Once I get it in, we'll do some running videos, see how it acts with that 54 tooth spur gear. But alright, you guys, that's it for now. As always, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you.